Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Mike Meyer. Welcome to Tennis Inside Out. It's an All-American first semi-final match in Charleston in the South Carolina in the United States. And what an amazing match this is going to be, because we have the consistent queen who hasn't been very consistent in this tournament. Jessica Pegula had a struggle to get to the semifinals. Every match she's played has been 3 sets, and her compatriot, her challenger today, Jovic, has definitely been the most consistent female tennis player in this tournament. Hasn't yet dropped a set. Incredible. In the first round, Pegula was 2-love down against Putintseva, had to come back and win that match in 3 sets. In her second match against Reto, she was 4-1 down in the third set, came back and won in 3 sets. And then the number 1 seed yesterday in her quarterfinal match against Diana Schneider was once again 2-love down in that third set, was able to come back. There's a little bit of inconsistency there happening. I've named her the consistent queen because I think she just has been for such a long time. Maybe due to that change from hard court now to clay, there's taking some getting used to from her side. But I must say, from match to match, she has been improving. On the other side of the court, we have Jovic, the 18-year-old, who is just smashing it up right now. The only female in this tournament to not have dropped a set till now. She's won all her matches in straight sets, and she's done it in incredible fashion. Consistency on all levels has been fantastic. First serve percentage has been really high. Just speaking of her right now, she's walking on court, and I'm so excited. It's her first time as well in the semi-final of a clay court tournament. Yesterday was the first time she was in a quarterfinal. So I think this is just going to be an interesting matchup. It's probably a little bit of revenge as well for the young 18-year-old, as the previous meeting, they've only met once before, and the previous meeting was in February back in Dubai, where Jovic lost in straight sets. That wasn't hard court though. Pegula won 6-4, 6-2. That was a third round match. And I think if you had to go back to February, the way that Pegula was playing was just top form. She was just and she's continued that. She's continued that till the last match as she played on hard court in Miami, unfortunately losing to Rybakina, and has obviously struggled in his last 3 matches in Charleston, but is in the semifinals. She's in it to win it. You have to think, and you have to give her probably the benefit of the doubt that she's going to get through this, the defending champion, and probably step into the final. But Jovic is on top form. It's a different encounter. It's not on hard court. She's on form, and I think she's just loving the clay right now, the young 18-year-old. She is, I think she's moving well around the court. She's looking fit. She's looking sharp. Decision-making has been impeccable, and that's probably the reason why she hasn't dropped a set yet. Why did I say yet? Who knows what's going to happen? That is a little bit of my prediction right there. I do feel that Pegula has what it takes to get out of sticky situations, and she might just find herself in that position again. I'm looking in the chat. I see Remesis is bragging. I had a fantastic day yesterday at the Charleston Open, and we're very, very happy for you. Oh, that must have been. It turned out to be really good weather as well. I think the prediction was supposed to be very cloudy, and then I think the sun stayed out longer. Didn't want to play hide and go seek with the spectators and the tennis players on court. But what an incredible match! Again, how Pegula had to dig herself out, and I'm sure Remesis, you got to see that firsthand as an eyewitness on that court. Um, yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to throw it onto your court. Maybe you want to add something. What you noticed, um, what you thought was just interesting, something that stood out, or that you just thought that was incredible. Go for it. Feel free to answer my question. If not, that's also fine. I'm here to entertain you guys and yeah, convey this match verbally so everyone can really enjoy this. Ah, it's so exciting! It's so exciting. Um, Man, everyone's just been speaking on about Jovic, how consistent she's been, just since she's set foot on clay, almost unstoppable. And I think this is going to be such an interesting matchup. Looks like Pegula needs time to settle. I think that opening set has not been kind to the number one seed, the defending champion. Um, and speaking about her, Remesis writes in the group, if I had to summarize one thing that I took away is how powerful Jovic looked. Yeah. And I think there's another aspect. Thanks for reminding me. Is the body language. She looks focused. I think the connection with her and her coach as well, they're just on the same wavelength. That the strategy is being implemented with certainty from this young 18-year-old. And yeah, who knows? This might be something so big. Um, I think what's interesting is it's sometimes tricky for young players, men and women, to really get into the rhythm of being on tour. A lot of traveling, there's a lot of changes, very little training, especially if you're getting far in tournaments, and that's what Jovic is starting to do quite often. Um, and I think she's just lapping it up. Fantastic in front of the camera. When I see her post match interviews, so confident, and she brings that out on court as well. Um, yeah, so I didn't finish reading what you wrote there. So Remesis thinks that yeah, she walked away. Okay, Remesis walked away thinking that uh, Jovic could end up being a Grand Slam winner. That's impressive. Powerful and intense. She does everything with purpose and intention. Oh, so what is your take, Ramesses? Do you think she has what it takes to beat the defending champion and go through to the final? I'll probably post that question later as well. First career semi-final on clay for the 18-year-old. Already mentioned that. Uh, Something promising, I think, for the future as well. Probably going to be mentioning her name more often. But coming back to what I was saying, I thought she was so she just sat there with confidence. I think she's so well articulated as well, speaking, answering the questions from the commentators. And I was thinking, man, she could end up being a commentator one day. But right now, she's got a tennis career to continue. It's just the start of something big. Fantastic. So Jovic is the fourth best American right now. Rank among Americans. Okay. Yeah, gotta get that suntan lotion on. It's looking a little bit windy, but oh, the sun is out. Thought there was expected clouds today. Pegula should probably win today. Yeah, another three setter. Or has she had enough practice now over the last 3 days to chop, 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 get it done in straights? I guess we'll see very soon. Let's go. First serve. Into the body. Double hand backhand, right down the middle. Backhand back from Jovic was too short. She's now finding good depth. And that put Pegula off. Double hand backhand in the net. I feel like I was saying that quite a lot when Pegula was playing in that first set yesterday. So down the middle of the court. Forehand return onto the forehand side of Jovic. Pegula tried to spread Jovic further wide on the forehand side, but was only able to hit the ball out. 30 love. So down the middle is chipped back deep by Pegula. Oh, huge let. Jovic moves forward. Very quick feet. Forehand winner down the line. Looked like Pegula hit that forehand a little bit late. I think making me think about that comment you put down there, reminisces how intense, how powerful the young 18-year-old can hit the ball. And it's just such a huge factor in the men's game, in the women's game. If you can hit the ball harder, if you have consistency, you're going to cause trouble and people are going to notice. Putting yourself in the spotlight. Kick into the backhand. It was a very good kick. My goodness, the contact point was above shoulder height. And back in return in the net. Pegula still the favorite. Okay, yesterday against Schneider was 75% chance of winning. They bumped that down now to 73%. Just have to almost believe that with all that experience, all that confidence, the 32-year-old does have what it takes to get herself into the final. I just feel that every match has been a big contest for Pegula, and she has passed them, but just and this is this must be the toughest of them all. She's playing a lady who has got to the semifinals, hasn't dropped a set. Those stats are looking so good for Jovic. First serve, slice out wide in the tram lines. Second serve, onto the forehand side. Great return, cross court. Pegula is just trying to get it back. Oh, just behind the service line. Oh, Jovic smashed that forehand onto the backhand side for a winner. Pegula sent in the opposite direction. Love 15. Stunning. Oh, good return. Great return. First serve, hard down the middle. Jovic, you can see she just took after that split step, just took a little step to the forehand side. And timed that forehand return so well. Hit it so hard back to Pegula. Couldn't get that ground stroke over the net. Love 30. What a start. Yeah, this is a different match altogether. 7 points in a row right now for Iva Jovic. Wow. First serve in the net. Second serve onto the forehand. And the forehand return goes long behind the baseline. It's just looking so good right now for Jovic. Her body language, Pegula, I got a feeling she just needs a bit of time to warm up. Even that first serve down the tee just missed that center line. It will pick up. It will. She's been in this situation before. Wow. Massive forehand return cross court, and Pegula definitely hit that ball late. Sending a forehand in the net. Sanjay's in the chat. Hello, my friend. Yeah, this is fantastic. What a start. Jovic has won 8 of the last 9 points. Big first serves in on the back inside. Not a bad return from Pegula. She just wasn't. Feet were not at the right place. Unforced error, I'd say, from Pegula. Hitting a backhand long. Just lunged at the ball at the last second. And she's going to have to improve on that. I think the pace, the speed at which Jovic is hitting her ground strokes, it's not going to make it easier, especially if Pegula is already half a step too late. Jovic is a legend killer, but I think if Pegula is fit, this match should go 3 sets, says Sanjay. Interesting. Yeah, this young lady is very determined, very focused, and very confident on and off the court. But what a great backhand down the line by Pegula. Well placed. Didn't look like there was much power, but she might feel that she can use the power from her opponent. I'm talking about Pegula now, and that was just great technique. Getting on that front knee, getting the front leg. That's that footwork I'm telling you about. Very, very important at this level. Good body serve. Pegula returns back with a forehand. She hit fresh air, and I know why. That's the biggest issue with clay. That ball bounced the inside of the baseline. Oh no! It bounced behind the line. I thought it was inside the court. 15-30. Okay, so because she missed it completely, it must have hit a little valley, maybe from the serve already. That's dug up the ground, made it a little bit uneven behind the baseline. But into the 4th point, they're into a backhand cross-court duel. Jovic goes in the middle. Pegula sends it inside in with a forehand. Now they're on the forehand side. Pegula, another unforced error. Forehand in the net. So out of all the ladies that Pegula has played till now, I definitely feel that Jovic is the most intense. Ramesis, you said it so well. She's the most intense. Cucchiaretta was also very, very solid in the beginning. Lots of winners moving forward. Slice down the line from Pegula. She goes cross-court now with the backhand. Forehand slice inside out from Pegula. Jovic hit a double and backhand in the net. So break point now. It seems like Jovic is not scared to hit long rallies. She doesn't strike me as that type of player to rally all day. I feel she's the type of player that wants to get on the front foot, keep the point short. That will definitely, the last point would have given Pegula a little bit more confidence. We all know how good Pegula can rally, how well she can rally, how long. She's happy to play the long game. Double and backhand return is out in the tram lines. And just, wow, that was close. Second serve into the body. Pegula gets around the backhand to use the forehand. She's hitting with more power, trying to put that pressure on. Forehand inside out. Jovic just slicing back forehands and backhands. She does it again, and this time it goes in the net. Good pressure from the number one seed. Second breakpoint opportunity in this game. And Pegula is going to try to build that return game around the second serve. Jovic has to get first serves in if she wants to apply the pressure. She's got another second serve now. Oh, good kick out wide, inside in forehand, forcing Pegula to this chip of forehand. Now she slices the backhand high, drive volley winner from Jovic. Great technique, great footwork. To Juice. And that was tough. Pegula did that on purpose. She was looking into the sun, Jovic, when she hit that drive volley. Well played to the youngster. Could still call her a teenie, huh? 18 years old? Gosh. Remesis, the conditions there are pretty hard to dry. It dries out the clay. Oh, great forehand winner. Cross court with angle from Pegula. Maybe third time lucky for the number one seed. But what's interesting about that last point, it just takes me back to these statistics. Pegula has been playing far better in all the sets that she's won. She's been taking the ball early. She must know that. She must know that by now. The team must have told her. And she's going to, I think Jovic could really have a tough one if Pegula gets into that mode. Standing inside the court. Great serve. Very smart. Must have seen Pegula standing inside the baseline. Serve right in the body. Jamming Pegula on the forehand side. Very tough to get any control over the ball when you got your elbow stuck in your side. There's that first serve. Return was short. Jovic, maybe a little lackluster. Didn't get forward. Should have seen that ball was short. It's becoming a long game now. Like night and day. The first game, she won first, well, 4 points in a row. Now almost touching 9 minutes. Good return from Pegula, pushing Jovic back. Oh, some hard hitting, good depth from both ladies. Very nice to see. Jovic trying to get forward, attacking the backhand side. Another slice that was short, probably on purpose. Oh, Pegula did get to the forehand, just not enough power to hit it over the net. I think she would have liked a little bit more luck. Landed on the neck cord, perhaps. But if it went over, I don't think she had a chance. Jovic was just waiting. Interesting. I'm not seeing Pegula slide a lot. Moving forward, yes, but behind the baseline, seldom. She tends to, yeah, it's just not utilize it enough. Kick into the forehand side. Good return cross court. They're in a forehand cross court duel. Jovic had enough of it. Looked like she was hitting late, looking very defensive with that technique. Oh, gives Pegula another breakpoint opportunity, turning that into number 5. Good first serve onto the forehand, down the middle of the court. Straight away, Jovic goes to the backhand side. It was a good backhand down the line from Pegula. She's come to the net. Oh, almost a passing shot. Pegula gets the right way with the forehand volley, trying to reach out and get that ball back, but could only find frame. First volley was a little bit awkward. Jovic just, it's also kind of smart. Surprise for volleyers. I think he just hit it straight at Pegula, who then volleyed it straight back to Jovic, but without power. Jovic has to retake that ball task. And yeah, I can tell. I think for her being right-handed, it's not so bad with a ball toss. But it just looks like the sun is right above her. Good first serve again into the body. Great forehand out wide, pulling Pegula wide, but good response from the number 1 seed. She is defending a lot. Now she's able to swing again. Backhand slice from Pegula. Oh, Jovic slipped. She was wrong-footed. Lob, double backhand drive, winner down the line from Pegula. She just doesn't give up. My goodness. Sick break point opportunity. Incredible. First serve onto the backhand. Return is short but wide. Jovic decides to approach the net. Beautiful volley. Very, very smart. That's what I like to teach my students as well. When you've done the hard work and you've pulled your player out of the court, that was a good approach shot. Just think volley. No, it doesn't have to be anything special. It's on clay as well. No one's going to chase it down unless they are Atrafis or Carlos Alcaraz. Okay, and Yannick Sinner. He doesn't give up. That was very smart play from the 18-year-old. Slice out wide. Good return, pushing Jovic back, who tried to guide a forehand down the line, but the net was in the way. 7th time lucky. I don't know. I can't keep saying this, can I? 7 times now. 7 break point opportunity for the number 1 seed. Ooh, this 18-year-old is stubborn. But what a contrast to that first game. I say it again. Jovic wrapped up a first game of the set of the match. 4 points in a row. Batch. It was so quick. First serve. in onto the forehand side. Straight away, forehand onto the backhand from Jovic. Pegula is inside the baseline, has to be pushed back again. Good length from the teenager. Good backhand down the line winner from Jovic. Wow. How exciting. I think if it's going to continue like this for the whole match, I'm going to lose my voice. Okay, calm down, Michael. Calm down. I got to pace myself. First serve onto the backhand, return straight into the forehand side of Jovic, trying to stand her ground. Oh, great forehand down the line winner, beautifully placed between the baseline and the inner tram line. Finally, Jovic has advantage. It's been a while. Wow. She's really in the zone right now. Just needs more first serves in. I did notice she's been hitting more double faults than aces. There was one game where she got a lot of. Oh my gosh. It's like commentators curse. I'm so sorry if you're a Jovic fan. She just hit a double fault. Oh my goodness, this is getting to 16 minutes now. I know she's young. She's probably very fit as well. She's been interrupted right now for a second. And she's baking in that sun. Remesis was saying this is so hot. It's very dry. And all this time, Pegula has been in the shade. Because on the side of the on her side, the whole court from the service line to the back of the court is under shade. The sun is basically looking onto the court from behind Pegula's back. Another unforced error from Pegula, giving Jovic advantage for the umpteenth time. Kick into the body, and the forehand return inside in is long. 3-love for Iva Jovic. It took some time. It says something about her character. Very, very stubborn. Was not going to give in so easily. Even though Pegula had 7 breakpoint opportunities, 6 of them were in that juice ad competition. Sanjay, 7 breakpoints saved. That's crazy. Yeah, Sanjay. And she did it in style. She was playing confidently. Just even though you would assume that the pressure is on Jovic, having the serve breakpoint down, advantage to the return of Pegula, she just turned up the heat, so to speak, and was able to hit some stunning winners when she was those few breakpoints down. Wow. Interesting. I can see it in her body language. She's just very, very focused. Very focused. She's got a game plan. She wants to execute it. But there's belief in her game. There's belief in her own ability. And that comes out in her body language. I like that she doesn't rush the serve. I know you've only got 25 seconds. The pros have 25 seconds from the moment the chair umpire calls the score. They count down 25 seconds, but she composes herself before she serves, and yeah, I just like the rhythm. I like how she slows it down at that point. Oh, straight out of the blocks. First serve in return down the middle of the court. Forehand winner from Pegula. I think she wants to get some of that limelight. And I can't imagine she's going to wait a whole set to oh, to to start this match. Jovic, I think, off the return, first serve was out, lost her shock absorber to go fetch it. That's short. That's going to be put away. Forehand cross court winner from Pegula. Pegula continues to take first set off. Yeah. But she's starting with more urgency in this match. I feel like every match she's played, she's just starting a little bit earlier. I thought with Schneider, it just took about 3-4 games, and could see that yeah, she's fighting for it. It wasn't like against Cucchiaretto. She was 6-1. Gosh, I mean that was insane. Wow, amazing power from both ladies. Pegula started it. Nice change of pace, but the forehand was out. So Pegula's on the board. First game, first service game. Let's see how the 18-year-old is going to handle this pressure. First time semi-finalist in a WTA clay court tournament. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. There are a lot of interesting matches going on all over the world. I was watching in Marrakesh as well. My goodness. Mm. The upsets in Romania as well. And the ATP tour. I think probably the two biggest upsets is Tien and Shelton losing. Incredible. But the Spanish man, this, how do you pronounce it? Yodar? Jodar? He's good, man. Youngster. Ah, looking at a lot of good youngsters at the moment. There's another one. Relying too heavily on her second serve, though, Jovic. Yeah, now she's in the shade. Need to be smart with that second serve. I think she's getting a lot of bounce. A lot of kick once the ball connects with that clay. But it's a second double fault, and I will be counting. The stats were not looking good. It's probably at her Achilles heel, so to speak, because the rest of her game just looks incredible. Yeah, second serve points won. Both are a little bit under 50%, but Jovic has had far more second serves. Big forehand down the middle. Jovic trying to set the tone for this rally. Forehand down the line from Pegula. Wants to change it up. Backhand down the line. Beautifully played. Played from the number one seed. Oh, it's very tight. She uses up or 25 seconds to get that serve out. So a big cross-court backhand duel. Jovic changed direction, sending Pegula on the run. Once again onto the backhand side. Forehand drive volley is out in the tram lines. She has to fight back again. 15-40. Oh, gosh. Already Jovic has played 28 points with a serve. Pegula only 9. Should be thankful that first serve was out. It was a stunning backhand return inside in from Pegula. Pressure's on now for the youngster. Good second serve into the body. They're in a forehand cross-court duel. Jovic sends it more into the middle of the court on the backhand side. Double hand backhand is out. Pegula gets the break. We're basically back on serve. Well, I say it so often, if your opponent can win 3 games in a row, why can't you? And Pegula is heading in that direction. She was 3-love down. She's making a habit out of it, no matter which set it is. But maybe a little bit worrying signs now for the young 18-year-old. Didn't handle that pressure well. I think Pegula as well, she's been wanting to wake up earlier. She's been letting that first set slide too easily in the last matches. And I could see the power coming out. She's going to want to stamp down her authority on that court. As much as Jovic is unleashing all the power that she can conjure up with her ground strokes. I think Pegula is making it tough now for the teenager. So off to a flyer. Jovic has now had to slam on her brakes a little bit. My goodness. On that note, first serve in the net. Who will win the first set? Cast your vote. Interested to see what you say. Massive forehand return from Jovic. Stunning stuff. Beautifully placed. Pegula was still recovering from her serve, trying to get back into position, and the ball was already passing her. Oh, but that was fantastic placed serve. And it was a let. Yeah, smart from Jovic, because I think that came off the middle line. I just wanted to... No, so it was Pegula's point. But you had to just clean that line. Oh, great winner from Jovic. This time putting pressure on Pegula's forehand. Ended up short. Jovic hit a great winner cross court. $15.30. And it's a double fault. My goodness. Just struggling right now. players. Yeah, good change up. I was thinking the same. Going into the body. Does she have the firepower to do that with the second serve, though? She tries. Oh, big forehand return. Cross court. The third shot from Pegula landed deep in the court. And eventually Jovic hit the unforced error. Still has another opportunity to break the number one seed. Very unpredictable. Very unpredictable. The previous two games where Pegula was looking into the sun, just absolutely dominated. And now Jovic is approaching the net and misses the backhand down the line. So now it's deuce. In a long rally again. And in the end, Jovic was forced to slice her forehand in the net. Yeah. If your opponent can win 3 games in a row, why can't you? Champire's having a word. I think, with the ball boy, ball girl. Slices short. Probably wanting to invite Jovic forward, but she's decided to stay back. Mistimed the backhand from Jovic. 3-all. And I think for Pegula now, she will feel quite settled. A nervy start, being love 3 down, has just won the last 3 games in a row. It's all looking much, much brighter for Pegula, and maybe the nerves are starting to reveal themselves in Jovic's game, especially the last backhand. It was very, very well played by Pegula, found good depth. Pegula says, I take my comment back. Oh, Pegula, forehand volley. Oh my goodness, that's a bread and butter. She should have made that. Had Jovic on the ropes. Perfect, perfect approach shot. And that forehand, yeah, I mean, just, I know she's talking to the coach, maybe on her right side, or herself. Jovic was completely wrong footed. If that volley had made it over, the scoreline would have looked very different. Kick into the backhand, inside in, backhand return. Once again, Pegula's at the net to finish it off, but this time with a backhand volley drop shot. Forehand down the line, backhand down the line from Pegula. It was short, inviting Jovic forward. Forehand drive volley in the net. The teenager just seems to be falling apart right now. Shaking her head, trying to refocus. Unforced error is 10 now for Jovic, 6 for Pegula. She hit one good drive volley, and I even commented how difficult that must have been. She was looking in the sun, but that was in the first 2 games, I think it was, if I remember correctly. And since then, regardless if she's in the shade, looking in the sun, she's just not getting the timing right. Another breakpoint opportunity. Unforced error from Pegula, sending the forehand long. Oh, there we go. What a comeback. Another big first serve. Out wide to the backhand, double hand backhand return was high and long. Kick into the backhand, short return, forehand winner. Wrong footing, Pegula. Good first serve down the middle of the court. Not a bad return, pushing Jovic back. She's trying to control the point with the forehand right now. And eventually forehand in the net from Pegula. 4-3 for Jovic. That was some fight, where Eva came back 40-15 down in the 7th game, and she was able to compose herself. That first serve made a big difference. That's where she really put the pressure on, and she needed it. It's definitely going to make this match more interesting if Jovic can get more first serves in. I think she's not able to win enough points off that second serve. Pegula is too strong. She's getting more and more confident with that second return. But she realizes that, the teenager, and that was a good fight. Really good fight. Yeah, talking about this weather, I mean, it just looks amazing. I think there was a 5% chance of rain today, but tomorrow, more in the evening, it's supposed to be 30%, and then late at night, yeah, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 70% chance of rain. Gula starts with a double fault, so it's getting contagious now. Ramesses, thoughts, asking me thoughts on the green clay. I just can't wrap my brain. You know what? I don't know if it's also the lighting, but it looks gray. It doesn't even look green. It's like a greeny gray color. I don't know. I thought they banned that. I thought they made it standard that clay had to be red. It was a gray clay though. They definitely banned that one. Good for so down the tee. Not enough strength in that right arm to get the single hand backhand back into the court. Gotta make up their mind. If a green clay, it should just be grass. Oh, good return from Jovic. I think surprised Pegula a little bit, running onto the forehand side after her serve. Wow, very green. So, yeah, the TV makes it look great. There's a first serve out wide, forehand return in the net from the youngster. No, it's not really, it's not my favorite. It's got something to do with the heat, maybe. Oh, unforced error from Pegula. Backhand, long behind the baseline. Because red just looks hot. It looks warm. Been watching Marrakesh, Romania. Oh, good slide from Jovic on the forehand side. She has to do it a second time, just chipping it back. It's a bit shorter now. Looking for angle. Oh, just enough. Very smart play from the number one seed, opening up the court. Eventually going down the line with a forehand winner. Great placement. Closer to the baseline than the inner tram line. Yeah, but sometimes Pegula just looks like she hits late. I guess you have to hit late a little bit when you're going down the line compared to hitting the forehand cross court. Kick out wide on the backhand side. Is sent cross court by Jovic. Just in two minds whether she's going to go forward or not. She's under pressure now. Lucky though. Pegula approaching with a forehand cross court. Hits the top of the net and goes long. Tennis. I would say it looks much prettier on TV with the color corrections. In person, the courts and the players aren't very pretty. What? In person, the courts and the players are not very pretty. Well, then you've put my mind to rest. I'm only ever going to watch on TV from now on. Oh, good pressure from the 18-year-old. At the same time, Pegula's not making it easy for herself. A lot of unforced errors starting to creep in once again. Thought she tightened it up in the fourth, fifth, sixth game. Good first serve. Not a bad return. Oh, Jovic sends it high up. Guesses the right way. Just too much power with the double hand backhand. I think just a couple of feet away, Pegula was standing from the net. Waited for that lob to bounce before she ripped her hair off that ball. Didn't want that ball to come back. Juice. Good first serve. Down the middle of the court, double hand backhand, return in the net. Another advantage situation. Opportunity for the number one seed. I prefer indoor tournaments. The climate control is better. Outdoor tournaments tend to be either too hot, windy, and get rained out. Yeah, it happens a lot in America. They have a lot of these outdoor. I know, like in Europe, we have outdoor tournaments, but that's mainly in the summer, and the clay courts they can handle a bit of rain, unless if it's a torrential thunderstorm. Great pressure from Jovic, shot by shot, pushing Pegula back and forcing the unforced error from the number one seed eventually. I think indoor. I think that's why Roger Federer loved it. Just perfect conditions. Um, just went for too much. Jovic did all the hard work. Couldn't seal the deal with a forehand down the line. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of wind when playing tennis. I know how to use the wind, but then you're just playing the ugly game to win. Oh, good pressure from beautiful, beautiful play and winner from Pegula. Oh wow, Jessica's second right now with the most wins and least amount of losses. 24 wins, 4 losses, and Jovic is 18 to 7. She does take a long time. She's soaking up every second on that service clock. What do you think about Iga partnering with Roy? Roy, yeah. Oh, wrong-footed, good drop shot from Pegula. I mean, that's an interesting one. I guess there's a lot of promise. He partnered. He had Rafa Nadal. I think she just. I think she needs a fresh start. The question was, who else was out there? Was a good coach that could really help her? Stunning precision, wonderful forehand down the line, winner from Jovic. I guess we're gonna wait and see. I think one thing that we forget as well as fans, as spectators, is that it doesn't always happen that you find a tennis player that's able to play on every surface consistently very well for a career, for long periods of time even. Most players are either clay court specialists or hard court specialists. I will, in my mind straight away, I think Yannick Sinner is a hard court specialist. I think his game is just absolutely perfect for playing on hard court, which is like half the year. And then when I look at Alcaraz, yeah, he's going to perform well on hard court. He's going to do well. He's going to win some Grand Slams. Nadal did the same. But his game is perfect for clay court. Stunning winner. These ladies just can't stop right now from Pegula. Beautiful, beautiful forehand winner down the line. And Iga's another one of those players. She is perfect for clay. I think I she doesn't make the adjustment from clay to hard court. Maybe that's what the coach can do. She plays with such an extreme grip, which is perfect for clay. There's more bounce, there's more height, the contact point changes. ever so slightly. And I always believe there has to be this a little bit of an adjustment from moving. When I was playing and coaching back in Germany, the winter season's on carpet. It feels like a fast, like a quick hard court. Much better on the knees as well. It's not so hard. But that change from going from indoor season going outdoor onto clay, it's incredible. It's so different. Oh my goodness, Pegula hit the back of the line in that rally. Jovic off, unforced error. So it's it's probably good timing, but I think we're gonna probably see the best of Świątek. I mean, look, someone like Rybakina and Zabalenka, I think Zabalenka's game is perfect as well for hard court. She's super aggressive. That first serve is unbelievable, and she builds a whole game around it. Oh, so Pegula trying to bully the teenager, being the first to move Eva around left and right, eventually forcing Eva to chip her forehand lob high and long. I think Świątek will come back. And the fresh start is going to be also good for her. I feel she's a very emotional person, and if the coach can help her to control that, oof, I think we will probably see um, we'll see the best of Świątek for the next couple of months. I think Świątek needs a bit more confidence in general, and I don't think that's something that can be trained. Gosh, she's always vacillating between going forward and going back, Jovic, and in the end, being caught in two minds gives Pegula the game. I think also, yeah, partnering now with this new coach, I guess when you know that his previous student or tennis player underneath him was Rafa Nadal, you just think, yeah, Świątek is bound to win a Grand Slam. If it's not this year, then in the future. But she was just too inconsistent. I never thought. Yeah, when I just think about her technique, she's always hitting too much topspin. I think on hard court, the game's really changing. The game's changing, and I think it already changed. Federer always hit the ball flat, but Del Potro really sent a message for future young stars that this is how the ball needs to be hit on hard court. It's happening on clay as well, but you'll see there will be heavier topspin. There'll be more revolutions on the ball now that they were entering that clay court season, and it has to be that way. But that hard court is really dominated by power. Contact point is flat. I think. Just thinking back to Indian Wells. I mean, look at Medvedev. Just look at his slow motion forehand and backhand, and tell me if that's a correct contact point. He was nicely on form up to that point. Pegula is just being a menace right now for the youngster, who is unable to deal with the power. I said even against Kuchiereta that this tournament can, even if Pegula had lost that match, which I thought, it's just slipping away. I mean, being 4-1 down in the third set, that this could be seen as a warm-up. It's not yet the big tournaments. Everyone especially Pegula being number 5 in the world, she's thinking the long run. Roland Garros, that's the big one. That's the one she wants to perform and do well at. Not unforced error though. Got what she wanted. 15:30. Oh, complete miss hit. Slammed it right into the ground. Jovic on her baseline. Kick onto the forehand. Don't know why they do that. Pegula's under pressure. Jovic goes hard down the line, misses the inner tram line. Looks up to the heavens. Set point. And the number 1 seed is just looking good. Looking good again. Still not consistent, but she's starting to play with more power. Inside out forehand return is in the tram line. So the first set is wrapped up 6-4. I see a few people in the chat were waiting for the set to tick over. Now I'm going to vote. I think Pegula's going to win the set. Exactly 60 minutes has gone by, and it didn't take long for Pegula to wake up. First 2 games were super quick. Let me get my math right. I think probably 5 minutes, maybe even shorter. And the third game that Jovic won to take a 3-love lead took 16 minutes. He just felt that in that game, okay, Pegula's already woken up. But that was an important game. Just for that teenager, for Jovic to put a foot down and go, I'm in it to win it. You can see, you can feel my presence, I'm there. But you had to fight really hard, saved 7 break points in that game to take a 3-love lead. And then, Pegula came back, made it 3-all. And I think from that point, even though Pegula was making a few unforced errors, you could see how Jovic is then pushing herself to her limits. Probably trying to go too close to the lines, trying to move Pegula around, trying to go too big, and that was quite evident in this last game. But sometimes you have to be brave, you have to take risks at these moments. If you're going to sit back, if Jovic is going to sit back, Pegula is just going to walk over. She's finding good timing, they're falling down the lines, looking deadly. She's finding her length, finding her height over the net. It's almost, there's a pattern with these matches from Pegula. In the beginning, she's hitting the net a lot, and then she's hitting long. So it's taken her time. It's taken her time to really find her rhythm, but first time this week that Pegula has won the first set. Very nice comment. Name EC4 DQ. I'm just going to read out the whole alias. Jovic giving a fight to be so young demonstrates a lot. Yeah. I just feel though that she's feeling the pressure now. She was definitely ready for this match, and to take that lead so early on, 3-love, was great to see. But Pegula, she's just been growing into the match. For me, she's the most consistent women's tennis player out there. No one more consistent than her. I think that's her greatest weapon. I don't think she hits the ball harder than other players out there. Um, she can. I just feel that her technique doesn't support that very well. I'm gonna be critical. I'm also a tennis coach, so I'm looking at a technique a lot. If I compare her to Sabalenka, Rybakina, obviously, okay, the best two in the world. I think even Swiatek can hit the ball harder. Um, Jovic, forehand volley down the line, trying to wrong foot Pegula. There's that drive volley winner with the forehand inside out, 15 all. But her game is her consistency. I don't think she minds when the opponents are hitting winners. But she's the type of person that can break down their opponents, and that's what she's doing today against Jovic. Oh, another drive volley winner, cross court, this time from Jovic. And this is what I kind of I said in the beginning. I think she was 2-love up. It was during that long, intense service game that Eva was having. She strikes me as a tennis player not wanting to rally. She wants to finish the points off early. That's what and quickly. That's what I get that sense. And today she's been second guessing herself. I see it. She hits a great shot. She steps inside the baseline and then moves back again. So the moment is big. It's a first semi-final in the WTA clay court tournament. Oh, Pegula was trying to be aggressive with a double hand backhand. Oh, but that kick, it was good bounce from Jovic. Interesting. I know she's new to these tournaments. The other players have over 300 plays over her. Yeah. So she's holding herself well. Unforced error from Pegula. Forehand in the net. So yeah, quick change around. Yeah, and I think that's a. If you only joined now, name. That's your alias. Um, I was saying earlier on that I'm so impressed with this 18-year-old, how confident she is on and off the court, in front of the camera, post match interviews. Um, she's very articulate, well spoken. Um, I even thought that she could be a commentator later on in life when her career ends. I don't know, when she's 35 or 40 years old or something. Um, but that confidence definitely shines through when she's on the court as well. It's just some moments make me think, oh, that wasn't a very confident move. To hit a big ground stroke. Pegula's under pressure. She could probably only slice the ball, chip the ball, and then Jovic is stepping inside the baseline, and then to step back again. Makes me think that she's not comfortable possibly being at the net or getting smashes. Easy forehand volley, good pressure from the number one seed, keeping Jovic on her backhand side. On the other hand, we have a former world number one here. Should be very comfortable at the net. Pegula's happy to stay back. Former world number one doubles player. You put out there. Can't forget that word doubles. It's going very quickly here. What do you think about this second set? Will Jovic adapt and strike as needed, or will she be second guessing herself? She has to snap out of it. I like that the game, her first game now, she just wrapped up. She had two drive volleys. One, I think, was inside the service line, one behind the service line, but there was intent. Pegula is playing better as well. And just keep that in mind. I mean, she's world number 5 for a reason. She has, she's got some incredible stats. Um, it's now how many tournaments? How many matches in a row? Every tournament that she's played since the US Open, she's reached the quarterfinals. So yeah, she looked shaky, the 18-year-old, at the end of that first set. Oh, massive inside in forehand return from Pegula. I liked how Jovic was serving more into the body in the beginning. I don't know if it's a confidence factor that she's now wanting to go more out wide. The placement's not always perfect, and Pegula is anticipating. She's taking a guess where that serve's going to go. There was that body serve. Just neutralizes the return for Jovic. Oh, trying to dominate with her forehand. She's going hard on Pegula's forehand side. There we go. Moving forward. Single hand backhand volley winner down the line for Eva. Oh, she keeps her left hand on the racket. So she plays a double. She plays a double hand backhand volleys. Oh, that's my coaching instinct tells me that she's not confident with that shot. But another beautiful drive volley winner, inside in, good footwork off the serve. She went straight forward. She went straight to the net. And I think that's what was lacking for most of that first set. Again, on the service line, it's a short return. Big forehand, cross-court winner with angle. 2-1. Still haven't answered your question, name. What do I think about the second set? I don't know. I think if Jovic continues like this, it's going to be a closer second set. I just feel now that because Pegula's won the first set, she is she's more in control now. She's behind the steering wheel. And she's also serving really well, looking more comfortable. Let first serve. Not a bad serve out wide. It wasn't a bad. No, the return was out. From Jovic. First of all, out to the backhand. Great return. Cross court, forcing Pegula to slice. Jovic slices back. Now Pegula with the backhand slice down the line. Has to chip her forehand cross court. It's just not threatening enough when Pegula slices. I almost feel she did a few times. It wasn't bad yesterday against Schneider, but most of the time when it's too defensive, her slice just pops up. And that's dangerous. Jovic really went all out on that forehand cross court. But yeah, that's the thing. When Pegula's getting that first serve in, it's the placement. It's so... She doesn't have the quickest first serve, but the placement is so good. It's difficult for the opponents to deal with. And Jovic is finding that really challenging. Oh, good forehand down the line. Now she's moving forward, Jovic. Plays a volley right in the middle of the court. Enough time for Pegula to pick a spot. Good passing shot from the number 1 seed. So the way it's looking now, if Jovic continues like this, attacking, moving forward, just has to pick the right shots when to do that. I see the set going to a tiebreak. There's that first serve out wide. Forehand return in the net. And the pressure's going straight back onto Eva. Pegula agreeing with the coach, whispering words of wisdom into her right ear. Body serve. Return is out. Cross court. Goes with the forehand. 15-love. Kick out wide. Moves Pegula really well. There we go. Attacking the net again. Jovic with the double hand backhand. It wasn't very well placed down the line, but the intention is there to move forward. Haven't seen Jovic play a smash yet. Another first serve. It's good. Inside in, back in return for Pegula was a bit short. Jovic is somewhat in control of this rally. Both going into very high topspin shots. And Pegula comes out second best. 40-love. It's a bit of an uglier game to play on clay. Playing the heavy topspin balls. High topspin balls. But they're so effective. Changing up the pace, the rhythm of the rally as well. I think that's something that Pegula thrives on. She really thrives off one-dimensional players. And Jovic is now not doing that. Yeah, ball just bouncing out of the hitting zone of Pegula, sending her forehand into the net. Quick service games now from both players. And Jovic has definitely changed her tactics now. I thought that was stand out in the beginning. It just, I noticed it. Like, wow, she's really moving forward and looking good. And then stopped. I mentioned that again. I feel like I'm repeating myself. But I'm pretty sure the message came from the team, from the coach. Get forward, play your game, be aggressive. The set's over. You've got to push that away. You've got to put that in the past and move on. Of course, you want to learn from the mistakes. And that's exactly what I think Jovic is doing now. She's looking confident. I wonder if she should maybe on the return stand back. To stand really close. Yeah, maybe she could take maybe 2 feet back, even one foot back, just to give herself a bit more time, especially on the first serve. We see that in the men's game, they do that very, very often. And then what it does, it just forces the server to turn to kick, just to get the rally started. I think when you're down in tennis, you always have to change your strategy. And down doesn't mean that you're losing, but it's more the amount of points. So in rallies, if you're losing 2 out of 3, then go to the net. If you're losing 2 out of 3 points with your second serves going in, try to get more first serves in. And I think for Jovic, she needs to get forward, but she's been pushed back now by Pegula. It's finding good length, and that's going to be testing for Jovic. She goes hard down the line. She's at the net, but the ball's not going to make it over. 15. Kick onto the forehand. Great inside in return from Jovic, but she's sent back. It was great counter defense from Pegula. 15 all. I think that was a let first serve. Second serve. To the forehand. And Pegula now mistimed her double hand backhand, releasing the left hand from the racket almost immediately when she made contact. I'm a little bit behind here, sorry. Kick out wide. They're in a forehand cross-court duel. Pegula didn't want to move forward on the short ball, and Jovic wanted to move forward, but she was sent back from the power and the depth from Pegula. They're on the advantage side now, hitting backhands against one another, and Jovic just hit it too far wide in the tram lines. Oh, good first serve out wide. And the return is chipped high and long out behind the baseline. So 40-30 game point. Good serve, cramming. Jovic on the forehand side in the body. That looked long as well from Jovic. Just missing the baseline. They're very, very close. Out remains out. Pegula always looks chilled. Hardly ever celebrates. That's a character. That's how she is. That's how she rolls. First serve in the net. Oh, that's a good second serve. Pegula connected well with that backhand return. They're in a backhand cross-court duel inside out forehand from Jovic. Backhand down the line from Pegula, forcing Jovic to slide. And she tried to slice the forehand back. But she hit in the ground first. Love 15. Too solid right now, Pegula. Jovic is going to lose if she stays on the baseline. That's definitely my feeling. First service. Inside out, forehand return is long. First serve on the forehand is returned long again, cross court. Had a bit of a smirk on her face, Eva Jovic, before she tossed the ball for the first serve, used the kick serve. There's that kick, now onto the backhand. And Pegula, not a bad return. The ball came back on the forehand side, just snatched at it. A little too early. 40-15. So it's going on serve, the set. Positioning of the contact point was a little bit different. Ball toss was a little bit further out to the right side from Eva. And the return is long again. Second serve was a little bit more into the body on the right shoulder of Pegula. Is having a word with herself now. But it's going on serve. Weather looks great. I think there are a few clouds in the sky. Bit of a breeze. I think that's actually tapered down now. Jovic is the first to get up. Second serve. Onto the forehand side. Forehand return in the net. Moves well around the backhand side from Eva Jovic. Just couldn't. I think she was going for more power instead of control. Oh, great backhand cross court from Pegula. Oh, what a response! It's just out. I thought she landed at Jovic with a backhand cross court. It's the right way. Pegula was on her way to move to the net with that forehand inside-out approach, but Jovic just couldn't get that ball to land in. Second serve. Forehand return was good. She's pushing herself too much now. That's it, inexperience, the youth. She's just pushing it too much with the power, trying to overpower Pegula. Probably go too close to the lines. Great first serve out wide. Single hand backhand lob is long 4-all. Pegula's looking very composed. Every shot she hits, especially behind her service games, she knows what she's doing. It's difficult to tell with Jessica if she's really, like, how confident she is. Doesn't really show it. I think she's somewhat the same. I think about that meme of Ivan Lendl. It's just always the same expression. Yeah, sometimes Pegula can show disappointment, but she rarely celebrates. Jovic, on the other hand, is a little more expressive. Now, there's that disappointment. It wasn't a bad serve from Jovic. It was in the body, Pegula, but Jessica just couldn't control that forehand return. Oh, it's down the middle of the court, through the center, misses Fenter. Very nice. Not a great first serve. Return was short. Jovic attacking the net. My word, what a backhand. Kick out wide as a first serve. Drop shot wasn't very well executed. Pegula plays approach shot. Didn't move very well thereafter. Easy forehand cross-court winner for Jovic. So as I was predicting, the way that the set was shaping up in the chat, the person's name is Alias, his name, asking me how the set was going to shape up. I just felt the way it was looking already early on, probably 20 minutes ago, odd. It was going to go to a tie break. Still feels that way, and I think if it does get that far, with all the experience that Jessica has, I think she should wrap it up. But there's still a few more games to go, and these are pressure moments. What is Pegula going to be thinking? Not to change the winning formula. In this set, she's been getting far more first serves in, and that's been very challenging for the 18-year-old to deal with. Never mind to return back into the court. First serve down, the tee is long. Jovic did guess right. Kick onto the backhand. Hard return down the middle of the court. And, oh, okay. I thought Pegula just was not interested in playing tennis in that point. Eventually, yeah, Jovic hit her backhand, cross court, out, very close to the baseline. First serve, let, 15 love. Good first serve onto the backhand. Oh, she had so much time. The ball just lifted nicely for Pegula. Had to wait a little bit for it to come down, but that's all in her game plan. As soon as Pegula's got a little bit of time, she can generate her own power as well. Dispatch that forehand down the line for a winner. Another let. First serve. Oh, she's looking right into the sun now. You just see the way that her body's casting a shadow behind her. I thought that was a... Oh, no, it's... yeah, that was a let. Jovic already started moving to the other side of the court, and then another let. I think Jovic forgot that the first serve was a let. She just marched over to the other side thinking, oh, double fault. But it's another second serve onto the forehand. Return was hard down the line. Double hand backhand cross court with angle. The courts open up nicely for Jovic to go down the line, but it's long again. Yeah, it can happen that players switch off for a while. We're all human. Jack Draper did that in the Indian Wells. Oh, did Pegula get that forehand? Yeah, just out, 40-15. That was the tie break. Oh, who was he playing? And then he just forgot the score, but he was leading. He was winning in the tie break. He was serving, and then he asked the chair umpire, well, what's the score? Oh, what a return from Jovic. So down the middle of the court, returned aggressively by Jovic. I feel like she's just getting into that rally. Yeah, again, she needs to move forward, needs to be braver at some point. Here we go. There's that 10th game wrapped up 5-all. Forehand cross-court duel for both players. Jovic changed direction down the line, sliced back and down the line from Pegula. Oh, just opened up the court so nicely. Did Jovic. Forehand cross-court and then forehand down the line winner. Both ladies are just controlling their own service game so nicely in the set. There was some stats that were just showed proving that in the first set, both the ladies were below 60% of first serves going in, And now they're above 80% in the second set. Makes sense. Backhand slices cross court from both ladies. And that was a bit late from Pegula. Good power with the double hand backhand down the line just to change it up from Eva. 30 love. In this match, Jovic has already got 20 winners. Pegula only 11. Jammed in the body on that forehand side again. Trying to get into that shoulder. Return was long. Oh, good. Double hand backhand winner down the line. Yeah, I started to take it early again. It was showing that yesterday. Forehand slice down the line, backhand slice down the line. Pegula's under pressure. Jovic is so close to the net. Smash, lob into the stands. 6-5. Just looks like it's going in that direction. Nemesis, she's got the talent for sure. She's still young. She will win many big tournaments. Yeah, you even said a Grand Slam, I remember. It's very unusual that such that you have players out there that come 18, 19 years old and start winning big tournaments. I think this one might just slip away from Eva. Doing well right now behind her service games, but not doing enough when she's returning. That's where she's staying back. If she's able to implement that aggressiveness in her service game, in her return game, what she does in the service game, in her return game, it could be a different story altogether. But that takes as well, it takes experience. She's young, it's the first time she's in the semifinals. The stadium looks full. I mean, everyone's out to watch this weather. Beautiful. Do you want your kids to be professional tennis players? Do I want my kids to be professional tennis players? That's cheapest. I'm not avoiding that question. I mean, if they're good enough and they're talented, there's so much to take into consideration. I don't think I would be doing this if they were professional tennis players. I would be monitoring their diets and training sessions. I'd be organizing a lot of things, traveling. All they got to do is just hit. Just hit and have fun. I see someone saying hi from Brazil. How cool is that? To the bong. Double fault. Love 30. Whoa. I predicted a tie break early on in the set. Hitting down the middle of the court. Pegula goes down the line with the backhand, this time on the forehand side. Feel that she's... Oh, she tried to change direction, missed the forehand down the line in the tram lines. It's love 40. Can you believe it? 3 set points for Jovic. My goodness, this is turning around so quickly. And it's really just unforced errors from Pegula. That's what's happened. Jovic is still the same, quite predictable, standing back on the return game, but beating Pegula at her game. Oh, that was good length, good power from Pegula, pushing Jovic back. You could see how she was leaning back. Wow, inside out backhand from Pegula. She hits that shot well, forcing Jovic into a forced error. But the technique, Nadal did it all the time, that flicking up. But with other players, it just looks too defensive. That's better, hitting from back to front. She wraps up the second set. Jovic wins 7-5. What a moment to break. You got to think at this moment right now, she's just in cruise control, the 18-year-old. Remarkable. Look how they just turned around. I was predicting a tiebreak, and then Pegula with all the experience, maybe Jovic with a bit of nerves, would have pulled through and won her first match in this tournament in straight sets. But I was wrong. We're into a third set. You have some happy people out there. Show what? I'm showing my face. I'm showing the score. There was definitely luck involved. What a huge advantage. Sometimes, nah, I'm not going to say it. I say a lot. But the advantage is in her court now, starting the deciding set on her service game. She just must continue. Doesn't have to change anything. Keep up that high percentage first serves in, and she's going to do just fine. There we go. Good return cross court. We're in a backhand cross court duel right now. Oh, Pegula hits the net. Short return. No, Jovic, you had it. Great kick out wide. There was no power on it, and Pegula, because the contact point was so high, couldn't generate power. Bounced just over the service line. Jovic, the whole court was open to go big with a forehand cross court. Could only find the net. Second serve. Yeah, Pegula read it well. Knew it was going to go into the body. There's that defensive forehand from Jovic. Looking for topspin. Pegula decides to move to the backhand side now and double backhand in the net. Too many unforced errors now. Good first serve. Always find that very uncomfortable. It crosses from sunlight into the shade. Pegula definitely mistimed that return. Second serve for the teenager. Oh, what a winner! Forehand return winner down the line. Still another game point. Inside out forehand from Jovic. Backhand slice cross court from Pegula. Backhand cross court duel. Jovic is more in control. Going hard now on the forehand side of Pegula. Chips it high with that forehand and it lands long behind the baseline. One love for the 18-year-old. I'm trying to break up this name here in the chat. Iceland Lima Pimentel. Iceland Lima Pimentel. Probably need a bit more of an accent when I say that. Man, these reactions. So many reactions. This time, it's Eva's turn to start hitting unforced errors, forehand in the net. Wow, great ace through the center, misses Fanta. Oh, the whole match thus far, both are tied one ace each. Backhand slice, cross court from Pegula, drop shot from Jovic. It wasn't very good, and definitely a little bit of luck. Pegula hits the top of the net, and it ricochets out of the court. Oof, that's second drop shot I remember now from Jovic, where just bouncing too close to that service line. Double hand backhand cross court duel. Inside out forehand now from Jovic. And Pegula hits a double hand backhand long. First serve down the middle of the court is dealt with difficulty. Pegula in the end hitting that forehand winner down the line. Second serve for the defending champion. Kick down the middle, forehand return hard, aggressive, inside in, and Pegula hit it late, quite low down the net. Even if Pegula loses this game, I wouldn't counter out. The way she's been playing, she can just flick a switch and turn on that demolition mode. But not unforced error, double and backhand. Every time she goes down the middle of the court, she's hitting in the net. Hitting that tape so often, even off her serve. Second serve, return was short, but there was a lot of bounce on that kick. Pegula goes hard down the line. There was enough power and placement to put Jovic off. That was a slow first serve out wide. They're in a backhand cross-court duel. And Jovic tried to change direction, hit that forehand inside in, got the top of the net. Advantage, Pegula. Forehand cross-court duel. Jovic changed direction down the line. Single hand backhand lob is long. We're back to juice. Almost 2 hours. Second serve onto the backhand. Inside in backhand return. Very aggressive. Inside of forehand from Jovic. Double hand backhand in the net again from the defending champion. She's getting annoyed more than I am. Oh my. And gets the break. Unforced error again. Pegula looks like she's losing her mind right now. Good aggressive play from Pegula. Probably turning all that negative energy, aggressive energy into positive energy. Not a great volley, unfortunately, from Jovic. Pegula picked up the pieces and hit an incredible double hand backhand passing shot winner down the line. What is being said here? I have to copy this. Backhand cross-court duel, and Jovic releasing her left hand off the racket off that double hand backhand. Timing was off. Okay, so Iceland Lima Pimento is asking who is the next opponent. Whoever wins between the two. Well, this is the first of two semifinals. Double fault from Jovic. These ladies are playing for one another right now. So as I said, this is the first semifinal. And next one is Madison Keys against the Ukrainian. Oh, great pressure. Forehand slice is long from the 18-year-old. And we're back on serve. This is exactly what happened in Pegula's first match. She was in the second round, 2-love down in the third, came back to win against Cucciaretto, 4-1 down in the third set, came back and won in three. Schneider, 2-love down yesterday in the third and came back to win that match. Sometimes some individuals need a lot of pressure to play their best. But, so the winner of this match will play the winner out of Madison Keys and Starodubtseva from the Ukraine. And that final will be played tomorrow. Incredible. I feel for Jovic right now. Looking so good. But at the same time, just felt that Pegula was playing for Jovic. And then having that 2-love lead. Second serve onto the forehand, driven down the line. There we go. Jovic is at the net, puts a double hand backhand volley winner down the line for a winner. This again, double hand backhand goes long this time from Pegula. Backhand cross courts from both the ladies. Pegula's more in control. Drop shot, way too deep. And backhand down the line from Jovic goes long. For Senaro or Oh, what a winner from Jovic. Oh my goodness. Feels like first set all over again, where both players got such great control of their service games in that second set. There we go. Some hard hitting from Pegula, pushing Jovic back. It's juice. My Portuguese is not so good, so I'm going to have to voice. I don't know, voice. You. Oh, what a winner! Standing in the middle of the court. Pegula hits those forehands so flat. Forced error. Well played from Jovic. Spreading Pegula out wide on the forehand side. Pegula just struggling to get that forehand back in court. Lucy Lucy again. You commentate the game very well. What is your name? Oh! Now fala português. My name is Mike. Backhands, cross court, both putting incredible pressure on one another, and the court was open for Jovic to hit the winner down the line. Went over the highest part of the net. That's probably what was stopping her. Too flat. She didn't have to go too flat, to be honest. Gula was all the way out on her backhand side. Could play a little more topspin. Have to, actually, when you're going down the line. Good first serve out wide. Pegula had time to get around her backhand. Pulled it too long. I don't know if I'm jinxing her or something. Nicknaming her the consistent queen. Oh gosh. So many unforced errors. I think she's still trying to get into this clay court feel and rhythm. It's tough. I think physically it's really hard. Good backing down the line. Jovic just defending, eventually slicing her forehand. The 18-year-old out and long. Another advantage, game point opportunity for the defending champion. That's a wild return. Good first serve. Onto the forehand side. Valu. Is that right? Duas. Jogadores. Fantasticus. I know Fantasticus. That means fantastic. Looks like English. Once again, Jovic must not change her game plan. Good second serve. Forehand return is long, but that was tough. Pegula's getting hard on herself. Again, that Jovic is finding the beautiful placement to get that kick serve into the body. Just not landing those first serves. Pegula took that nice and early, being inside the baseline for the return. Trying to dominate the rally, and she does with an inside-in forehand winner. 15 all. It's like she just forgets at times. Someone had to have shown her those stats. This whole tournament thus far, when she's making contact near that baseline, she's winning the sets, Pegula. And in that last point, it just reminded me again of that statistic. That when she's waiting, standing far back and rallying, she's losing. Inside the baseline, not a bad return inside in, a bit short, but the pressure was on. Jovic couldn't control her backhand, cross court. 15:30. I think the teenager is going to be feeling a little bit of pressure now. I know it's almost halfway in the set, but it can run away quickly. Smart play from Pegula, completely pulled out of the court, very high. Topspin backhand return. Just buying a little bit of time, getting back to the middle of the court. It's important to get back to the recovery position. You neutralize the point. Jovic just went too big. Unforced error. Needs those first serves now. Making it tough for herself. Second serve. She's doing well, but she's not winning enough points off that second serve. To the backhand. Backhand cross-court duel. Slice from both players. Drop shot from Pegula. Oh, first smash. And I don't know, technically speaking, I want to see this again. Oh. Okay, it was a weak lob. But that smash, the technique from Iva Jovic, isn't looking too great. Wow. What a comeback. Big serve down the middle of the court. Very close to that middle line. Returning to the net. Breakpoint save. Pegula, 8 out of 11. Jovic, 11 out of 14. Kick onto the backhand. Return was short. Too slow to get to that ball. Pegula, advantage. Another break point. Not a bad first serve. There was a lot of bounce on that. Yeah, I even was looking at the court. My goodness. Didn't quite look like a kick serve. But it really put Pegula off. Couldn't control that backhand return. Kick onto the backhand. Pegula read it well. She wanted to use her forehand. Had time to get around it. Oh, a lot of pressure on that forehand side. Beautiful forehand volley winner down the line. Smart, intelligent play from the young 18-year-old. That's where she needs to be if she wants to win her service games at the net. Oh, what a return. I got a feeling Jessica is now reading Eva's serves like a book, already preparing herself. And in that one, she just positioned herself on that forehand side, took half a step before I think even the ball landed, and really went hard and aggressive with that forehand return. right back at Jovic, who wasn't ready for that shot. Deuce. Kick onto the backhand. Again, short return. Jovic moved forward and then moves back again. She has all the opportunities to get forward. Why is she backing down now? So often the professionals, when they're under pressure and they're just blocking the balls back, it's going down the middle of the court. Yeah. I'm not going to get carried away. I think it's that coach inside of me. Just calm down. Fourth breakpoint opportunity for Pegula. Can the defending champion do something about it? And she does. She breaks 3-2. And I have to be honest, it just feels like it's slipping out of Iva Jovic's hands, slipping through the fingers, should I say. I mean, honestly, this is the fourth match now that she's down in the third set, Jessica Pegula. And more specifically, it's the third one. The first match, yesterday's semi-final, and now today, 2-love down in the third set. And she's just pulling away. My goodness. My goodness. I want to know what that means. Value. How do you say that? I don't even say it right. I'm saying it like a Frenchman. Oh, thanks. Oh, okay. It is French. Is it French? Three, two. I think this game rather, is going to make all the difference. If Pegula holds, she's already 15-love up, a miss-hit forehand return from Iva Jovic sends the ball out. Asensio, Jovic. I'm trying to find English words in this right now. Double hand, backhand drive, volley winner, cross court by Pegula, standing on the service line. She's in charge. She's really in charge. Slice serve into the body. Jovic dealt with it nicely, just changing up the speed and the pace. There we go. Jovic moving forward. Oh, that volley was not good. Easy passing shot. Jovic thought it was going to go to the backhand. Pegula went down the line. First serve let. Yeah, experience definitely counts for something. But there's a lesson to be learned here for Iva Jovic. It's not over yet. Oh, what a return! Full stretch going down the middle of the court. Off Pegula's second serve. Inside in forehand return winner. Nicely hit. Timing wasn't right. I think the feet were not quite in the right place. Two, four. And that's my prediction. I think Pegula's going to run away with this now. Gosh, just won 4 games in a row. And to be honest, before that, Jovic won 4 games in a row at 5-all. She won 7-5 and then went 2-love up. I mean, I can't see Pegula making mistakes now. She's tightened up so well. But if Jovic can just get to another level, unforced error from Jovic, double hand backhand, ground stroke, long. She needs a bit of luck, perhaps. I like it when she's moving forward. Oh, what a return. Serve was out, kick serve out wide. Return was perfect. Oh, great kick serve. Too much bounce. She has to either stand further back, Pegula, or come even closer to the service line to get out of that height. Was the arc of that kick was too high. Even with a two-handed backhand, it's very difficult to control. Return clips the top of the net. Pegula running onto the forehand side, tries to drill that forehand down the line. Misses the inner tram line. I don't think she's going to be feeling too much pressure. She's got a comfortable lead. I think Pegula feels comfortable and confident behind her service games, even though they are close at times. Hand backhand return from Jessica goes wide. Good moment to move forward. It was a short return. Jovic approached onto the forehand side. Wow. Just couldn't pick it up. Ball died right under Jovic's nose, between the court and the frame of her racket. Iceland Lima Pimentel. Pegula. We have a fan here who wants Pegula to win. Kick onto the forehand, inside forehand return, again a bit short. Good depth with the backhands cross court, 2 in a row now from Jovic, and holds her service game. I wonder if it's a little too late for Jovic. She had the momentum at 5-all in the second set, was able to hold her game, break Pegula, and start the third set with her serve. Did just that. Broke Pegula. That's 4 in a row. And since then, she's been undone. Still very motivated, very confident. Or as the Americans like to say, fake it till you make it. I think that's an American saying. I remember using watching that one back at home, my first home, where I grew up in South Africa. We're exposed to a lot of American content, but that's what she has to do right now, and get aggressive. I want to see her come to the net in this game. It doesn't have to be every single point, just at the right time. Inside in, return was deep. This is the moment. Backhand approach, forward, and volley winner by Jovic. Oh, return is just long. It's already 2 first serves in for Pegula in this game. Another one. Drop shot from Pegula brings Jovic forward. Chips it down the line. Lob cross court. And the smash is in. They're both on the baseline. Drop shot from Jovic now. Drop shot again. Is a winner from Pegula. 30-15. First serve in the net. Oh, feet were completely in the wrong place. I know that feeling. Jovic just walking into the court now, leveling out the ground, because there was some incredible bounce. I used to do that a lot when I was playing on clay. When I was finished and I was sliding, I would go back, just everything out, especially if it's in the court. Anything in the service block, especially double hand, backhand in the net from Jovic. 3-5. She has to serve now to stay in this match. Pegula should be able to come through. Yay! Hey, Alberto Joseph is back in the chat. Very cool. I think it was a done deal. I think when she took that 4-2 lead, yeah, I think it was done. It's just a matter of time. I think Jessica feels very confident behind her service game, behind her serve as well. That's impressive. Gosh, yeah, that's it. That's what I said from the very beginning, all these hours ago. Jovic strikes me as the type of player to keep the points short, be aggressive, whether it's from the baseline with the ground strokes, definitely off a serve. That's her strength. That's where she's going to really develop and improve more and more. Lets the ball bounce on the service line. Forehand cross court. It's probably going to be another lob. Drive forehand volley cross court. It's going to be another lob. Drive volley winner down the line by Jovic. Something football. Mike. Mike. Mike vai na a Copa do Mundo de Futebol. Oh, What does that mean? Good return cross court. Oh, what a winner from Pegula. God, I love those winners. They're special when they ride in the corners, but when they're so short and wide with angle, yeah, you just stop your opponent in their tracks. No ways gonna get to that unless you're Carlos Alcaraz. Good serve, not a bad return. Wrong footing, Jovic. Pegula goes with a double hand backhand down the line, not waiting for that ball to bounce and come down. Took it nice and early. Difficult on clay. I think it was just out of that hitting zone. That's why there wasn't enough power. My goodness, it just feels like it's coming to an end. There we go. Smart play, this teenager, but why now at the end of the match? If she was playing like this earlier on, the scoreline would look different. Beautiful play from Jovic. It's so obvious. It doesn't matter if you're on an amateur level, professional level. When you sniff the opportunity or the possibility that your opponent is going to just chip with a forehand or backhand back into the court because you put so much pressure on your opponent, then move forward. It's instinct for us tennis players when we're defending to just put it back in the middle of the court. Just put it back in the middle of the court. And there was Jovic to be at the net, whole court open, easy forehand volley winner, cross court. I think the first time that really caught my eye, someone who did it so often was Carlos Alcaraz. And he doesn't even kill the volley. He just puts it into such a difficult position that makes the player think that they can get there. Oh my gosh, did she miss it? Oh my word. How close. This time Jovic in the rally was trying to go for the angle cross court double hand backhand. Missed the line. Match point for the defending champion. Alberto Joseph, there is another match, but not from my side. I'm definitely going to be there tomorrow for the final. Pegula just defending right now. Inside out forehand from Jovic. She's sent back. Beautiful drive volley. And another one, second time lucky. Saved one match point. Back to deuce. The next match is Keys and I always got to read it. Starodubtseva. I think I'm saying that right. Keys Starodubtseva. Winner of that match will probably play Pegula. But the stubborn 18-year-old is not allowing that to happen right now. Snatch at the backhand down the line, setting up second match point opportunity for the number one seed. Good kick serve. Whoa, what a forehand. Eva drilled that forehand down the line on Pegula's backhand side. And Pegula tried with her might, all her might to get that back. Gosh, this beautiful technique from Jovic. Oh, I like that forehand. Technically speaking, forehand cross-court duel. I feel like Jovic was getting the better. Just went for too much again. Another match point for the defending champion. I was asked from, was it Iceland Lima Pimentel, if I was going to commentate football matches in the World Cup. Oh no. I don't mind watching football, but actually, to be honest, over the years I've lost interest. And there we go. Can you believe it? Monumental from Pegula. Absolutely incredible. Pegula is through to a consecutive final here at Charleston. she's applauding to everyone, just shaking her head. She's probably thinking about that post-match interview now. What is she gonna say? Yeah, it's just like that. This time a little bit different, winning the first set. So first match that she's now won. First set. There is the next match. Yeah, it's followed by. I would have loved to have done more matches, but honestly, it's a bit of a holiday vibe, right? With Easter, and for once in the Netherlands, we're having such lovely weather. I've been enjoying that as much as possible. Got a very tiny garden, and it's nice to be outside listening to the birds tweeting. So enjoying that part of life as well. If you didn't already know, I'm new to this. 3 months young, I have this channel. I'm growing as much as all vegetation out here in the Netherlands as well. Learning a lot, but I'm enjoying this right now. Thank you. Obrigado, Iceland Lima Pimentel. I'm learning lots of languages here. I didn't get that one. Sabelenke, Monstra, Semente. Anyone else speak Portuguese? I need a translator here. But yeah, I mean, I'm not just only learning about programs and gaining confidence in front of the camera, commentating for long periods of time here, but learning languages as well. Meeting new people, which is always very exciting. Thank you to everyone that was in the chat. Nice to see you again. Alberto Joseph. I think I've made some new friends from Brazil. I'm going to have to really start probably learning a bit of Portuguese. I speak very good German. My Dutch is okay. Afrikaans is a bicky snarks. It's a little bit funny, but I do know a little bit there. To everyone who was contributing in the chat, thank you. Remesis as well, don't want to forget. Thank you for your contribution. And one of the most interesting aliases that I've read before, ever read, name. That's sort of, could it be Name? Es kann sein, dass du Deutsche bist? No, who knows? But back to this match very quickly, just to wrap it up. Phenomenal. 4th game in a row now for the number 1 seed, where she's been down in the 3rd set and has come back. 3 matches out of the 4, she's been 2-love down, and it's just a flick of a switch. She's going to admit again, I believe, in that post-match interview. Oh, what a catch! What a great catch! That her serve probably let her down at times. Even though her percentage of her serves were quite low in that first set, obviously it worked well for her, but I think the difference was when Jovic started getting her first serves in that second set, it made the difference. And Jessica probably felt a little bit of pressure there at the end of that second set, wasn't able to hold her service game. But in the end, I've only got positive things to say about the youngster Jovic. She needs to she needs to be more on that front foot and get into the court. She's got all the weapons. She's got everything in her caliber to build up that point and then either finish it off at the net with a little dink volley. It doesn't have to be special. Or the drive volley was looking fantastic. Can't remember her hitting a backhand, but the forehand, oh, she was dominating. And it was showing again in that second set. Let me just put a little tick here. There we go. So people know for certain who won. Alberto Joseph, bye for now. Thanks again. I am from the Caribbean, been to Netherlands once. Very cool. Very cool. Caribbean. The Caribbean is a cluster of islands. Jamaica is its own island. Yeah, but thank you, man. Thank you for letting me know. I'm saving. I've got space here still in my mind, in my brain, where I'm recording everyone. I'm still a small channel. I'm growing, but it's wonderful. I'm so fortunate and lucky that I have so many people in the chat who are well behaved, asking very interesting questions, and it just makes this what I'm doing, these watch alongs, that more special, and brings me back. It brings me back here. I like doing this. I'm very excited. If you didn't know by now, I'm very, very passionate about tennis, and that passion can be it's positive and negative, right? A lot more good moments, but sometimes passion can also hurt. Sometimes, but that's all part of life, the learning process as well. So, yeah, congratulations again to Jessica Pegula. She's into the final of the Charleston Open ATP 500. WTA 500. Remeses writing in the chat. Have a great night, my friend. Thank you very much. I'm going to rest nicely. I am kind of excited about this other match that's happening in Marrakesh, because that just looks incredible. The Argentinian is taking, I forget his name now. My goodness, so many names to remember. Trungelliti. I was practicing the pronunciation. Trungelliti, qualifier. What is he? 117 or something in the world. Definitely in the top 100. He's in the final of the Grand Prix Hassan Open in Marrakesh, and he's playing the 19-year-old Rafael Yodar. That's probably another one I need to practice. Incredible. First time this 19-year-old is in a final of the ATP tournament. There's already been a lot spoken about this kid, and I'm thinking of possibly doing that live. It's such an interesting game. The Argentinian, his best ever ranking's been 112, and he beat Daderi today. I was watching the game and I was so impressed. This Argentinian is 36 years of age. He entered the tour as a professional back in 2008, so he's been here for a while, 18 years, and it just shows that age is a number, right? It's just a number. He was so smart, how he was playing, so clever, made it difficult for the Italian number one seed. But man, I was very impressed how the Argentinian played, and I'm considering to do that final tomorrow. Um, you got a 36-year-old playing a 19-year-old. Oh, that's, you think the 19-year-old is full of power and speed. Is it going to beat the smartness, the wisdom, the experience of the 36-year-old? I want to see that. I want to see that, and I think I'm going to still decide. I mean, it is Easter Sunday, so can't be spending too much time doing this. But it is fun. It is fun. I'm excited about that final. I'm excited about, obviously, tomorrow's final. Pegula. What are the chances that she's going to step in the final and win in straight sets? I think that's going to be an interesting question to put up in the chat. If you're going to follow me, otherwise, everyone else that's still here watching, have a wonderful evening. Have a blessed rest of your day wherever you are around the world. Look after yourselves and let's look after each other. Till next time, take care. Ciao for now.